If your lower back always seems to hurt, it's hard to straighten up after sitting for a while, bending hurts, prolonged sitting or standing hurts, things like that, make sure that you're not doing one of these three things. The single most common way we put our low back out is from posterior pelvic tilt during sitting. Your pelvis naturally tilts forward, and this is the start of your natural lower back arch. But if we allow the pelvis to tilt back during sitting, the low back joints no longer sit on each other properly and they can get jammed or inflamed. This tends to give us pain right down low in the back, usually in the middle. So make sure that you sit right back in any chair that you sit on, and try to sit on chairs with a good back support to hold your pelvis in its natural forward tilt. If your sofa doesn't support your lower back properly, use a pillow to get that forward pelvic tilt. And don't sit in bed. For some people, it helps to sit on a fitball or a kneeling chair with the knees lower than the hips to encourage more forward pelvic tilt. I'll leave a link below to a video on how to release stuck joints in this area. You can go too far the other way though, arch your back too much. But the main cause of this is usually more muscular. If your hip flexors are tight and short, they pull the pelvis down at the front, compressing the lower back joints. This can give us pain in the middle of the lower back, especially with prolonged standing. These hip flexors get tight from two main things. If we sit all day, they can shorten, even if you sit with good posture, so you need to stretch them daily if you sit for more than a few hours a day. And they can shorten after leg exercise, running, cycling, weights, almost any leg workout. So make sure that you stretch your hip flexors after any leg workout. You can stretch your rec fem by kneeling, creating a square with your legs, grabbing your heel and tilting your pelvis back for 20 to 30 seconds, 2 times each side once a day. And you can do the same for your psoas but without grabbing your ankle. I have a video with details on how to do both of these stretches, so I'll link that below too. The last common way that we tend to put the joints of the lower back out of their natural position is the way that we lift things. And there's 2 common things that we tend to do wrong here. If you bend forward to pick something up, but bend in your lumbar spine instead of your hips, the sliding joints of your lower back lose full contact with each other. This makes the back weak and vulnerable, and this alone can cause trouble. But if then, from this rounded back position, you twist or bend to one side, even slightly, the sliding joints, without full contact on each other, can easily get jammed and stuck. This often results in one-sided lower back pain and can be quite severe. That's why you should always maintain your lower back arch as you bend, like weightlifters do. But also why you really don't want to twist or tilt to one side while you're bending. Instead, bend first and then move to the side in 2 separate motions, especially if you're holding something heavy.